This is the kettlebell. We got a lot of exercises lined up for you guys, so let's get to it. Okay, let's talk about the kettlebell swing. This time, it's going to be a switch grip. So you're going to be swinging the kettlebell with one hand, and at the top of the range of motion, you're going to release the kettlebell and catch it with the other hand. Okay, so it's similar to the double hand swing. Ryan's going to go ahead and pick up this kettlebell up with both hands, right? He's using tall torso, great technique here, lifting with his hips, using his legs, okay? Now, what he wants to do here is now only holding onto the kettlebell with one hand, with the other arm kind of out wherever he wants it for balance, okay? But what he's going to do is start to create a little bit of momentum, just like with the two-handed grip, and he's going to get that kettlebell to come all the way up to eyeball level, and he's going to release that grip right before he gets to the top to try to keep that kettlebell from flipping around, right? So he keeps the handle nice and level so it's easy to catch at the top of the range of motion, driving through the hips, creating the power through the glutes, and then catching with the hips on the way back down to control that velocity and then recreate the power on the way up. Okay, let's do another kettlebell swing. This one's going to be a single hand kettlebell swing. He's going to keep it in one hand the whole time. So Ryan, go ahead and pick the kettlebell up off the ground with good technique, lifting up through the hips, using his hips to lift the kettlebell, keeping the torso tall, shoulders back. Ryan's going to now just hold the kettlebell with one hand, right? So he centered his hand in the grip there. Other arm here is just out to the side, wherever Ryan feels it's most comfortable, wherever he needs it, okay? And he's going to start to create that momentum by hinging at the hips, hinging, leaning the torso forward a little bit as he hinges, keeping the body weight centered on his feet. And as he comes up, you notice he's creating more and more power to bring the kettlebell right to eyeball level. He's driving his hips forward, pulling his shoulders back on the way up, keeping good posture, exhaling on the way up, catching the momentum on the way down with his hips, and then recreating that power on the way back up, driving through the glutes to create that powerful movement up. Okay, let's talk about the push-up clean press. It's a very, very dynamic movement, lots of explosive power necessary to complete this movement. So what Ryan needs to do is hold the kettlebell in one hand, and he's going to actually drop down into the ground into the push-up position, and at the same time he's going to kick his feet back. Now he's got most of his body weight here on his left hand, not the hand with the kettlebell, because we want to avoid having it flop off to the side. He's going to keep his elbow in close to his body here as he does one push-up. Now when he comes up out of the push-up, he's going to explode out of it and jump his feet forward. Now notice that at the bottom of that range of motion, go ahead and come back down here into that squat for a second, Ryan. So at the bottom of the range of motion here, you can see his torso is pulled tall, right? Shoulders back. He's in a nice squat. He's going to use his hips to create the power on the way up for the clean catch. Go ahead. And then right here, as he catches, you see the absorption of weight when he catches, right? And he's going to do that right as he catches, and then he's going to bump like that. He's going to use his hips to drive the kettlebell up and take some of the load off of the shoulders. So show them one more all the way through here. We've got the push-up, and he pops up out of it, jumps to position, good flip, and a little bit of a pop for the press.